Today we're reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. You already know his takes are controversial, so let's react to it, break it down, and see if we agree or disagree.
The brothers
Hi.
told her that you could do that. Were you on him? Have you been on before?
No, I have not. It's my
All
first
right.
time.
How old are you?
I am 37.
So you prepared to rent a gent?
Um, no,
No. Any kid? Do you
no.
have any kids?
Yes, I have twin daughters.
Okay, so two children.
Yes.
Have you
So
ever been married?
no, engaged.
Okay, go
Didn't work
ahead.
out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not prepared to rent a boo. I mean, I'm dating, so I do
Okay.
have male friends just in case I want to go to a concert or
Hmm.
out to dinner. If I need anything fixed in the house, I just have a maintenance guy who just come through, a repair guy I know who I pay to put my TV up or
So in my example,
mhm.
those male friends you have don't exist.
Okay.
See, the male friends you have decided my non-sexual attention only works if you're gonna have sex with me.
Mhm.
So if you need somebody to take you to the concert, that's cool. But we getting busy, and we're gonna
Well,
know that up front. So I'll be friends with benefits, and I'm just saying because that's the way it's supposed to be. You shouldn't get a man's non-sexual attention, and he doesn't get your sexual attention. So
I actually invite him to the concert. Like if I
it
have
doesn't matter.
tickets, I do
Nope.
that.
And
Yeah.
men say, and that's why I said, if you can't find a husband, find a man. See, you ladies have been able to cheat the system for too long. Hi, I'm not going to have sex with you, but I'll give you a ticket, such and so forth. He don't want the ticket. He wants to have sex with you.
Hmm.
You do know that, right?
Yes, I do.
And if men started telling you no, if you're not going to have sex with me, lose my phone number. I don't want to be your friend. I don't have female friends.
I agree. A lot of my male friends have been friend zoned, so they they
Yeah,
wanted
that
to
just
fuck
means
me,
you don't want
but I
they
friend
they
zoned them.
want they want to do what?
They wanted to sleep with me, but I friend zoned them. So they have
Yeah,
become
and
much.
that's bullshit. I mean, cause that's like going up to the lion's cage and slapping at the lion. Ha ha! Look at the coochie. You can't have it. You could have friends on me. I don't play that shit. I got plenty of pretty women around me. I don't play that friend zone shit. I've been in the friend zone before, and it's a punk position to be in. And
It
y'all know what y'all are doing. So that's what I mean. This is why Rent-A-Gent and Rent-A-Boo is for women like you. Because why can't you find a husband?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I was engaged just recently, 2 months ago. We broke up, so I've been in the
But
process of
how
finding
old are
a
your
husband.
children?
They turned 14 this past Sunday.
Wait a minute. Uh, did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Hmm?
Yes, that's where I met their dad.
All right. You have a master's, bachelor's, what?
I have a bachelor's and a master's.
I'm a PhD.
Are you in Houston?
No, I'm in Philadelphia.
Close. Oh, god damn.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
shit.
horrible out here. It's hard. The men are.
No, no, you ain't gonna tell me about my brothers in Philly. Are you from Philly?
Yes.
And the only one, Philly, Detroit,
Tell me.
Chicago, St. Louis, some of the most difficult women on the planet. But here's the thing:
Why is that?
you met your baby daddy in college. Why didn't
Yes.
y'all marry?
He was a Kappa who was all about partying and
Good
sleeping
enough
with
to have babies
women.
with,
Yes, yes.
but
4 years.
did he
Yeah.
want to marry you?
Yes, he did.
And you didn't marry him because?
Because he was still trying to, even after college, he was still trying to party and be a Kappa, and I was the one
Man, don't talking shit about my friend. But my thing is, in hindsight, though, you married him. You had his baby. You had his babies.
Yeah. I'm not trying to talk bad about your friend. My dad's a noob.
But what I'm
Um,
saying, okay, take that away though.
mhm.
You have his children. He
Yes.
was young. He wanted to party. That's what you picked.
So he was older than me, actually. I was a freshman and he was a senior, and then I was a
Ain't
senior.
no time. All right, so you didn't marry him. You got two babies. You got on here on a cock carousel. You've been
So
riding around. You've been riding around. You were engaged to him, right?
yes, I was engaged to him.
All right, to him. And then
Yes.
after him, have you been engaged again?
Yes, 2 other times.
That's why I tell you, the queen of engagement queens, man. I'm telling you, your godfather's right
Yes, yes.
again.
But
So
to be
what's
honest,
wrong? But what's wrong with you?
to be honest, in my 20s, what I was doing was just dating for fun. Dating, I'm going to be really blunt, dating like, rappers, athletes. And by time I was ready to sit down, I was already in my 30s, and I'm like, oh shit, like I've done give away my most precious years to just partying and being on the scene. And now that I'm in my 30s, I'm trying to date and I really don't know what I like.
Keep
So
going.
I'm trying to figure out, what do I like? Because for the past 4 years, I've been
Let me
engaged
turn that on.
twice and they weren't the
Have you
one.
been in therapy?
Yes, I'm in therapy now.
Let me ask you a question that you probably haven't asked yourself because thank you for being honest because I was going to get to it anyway. You you've had plenty of you. If you've been with all these unsuitable men, you've had plenty of suitable men that just weren't exciting enough.
Exactly.
Especially, but that's what. But what does your dad do for a living?
He owns retirement homes.
Are your mother and father married?
No.
All right. So, what do you? I don't care about what you want. What do you need?
What do I need? I need I need a man to bring stability in my life. I need a man to profess, protect, and provide. Yes.
This is
Why
some
you
Miss
make that?
America bull. Because that's the Miss America goddamn answer. World peace and feed the kids. Profess, protect, and provide. Now you need
No.
somebody to check you. No, but thing is, ma'am, do you know what you need?
Yes,
Because
and you
I'm,
know
I'm going to
what?
just go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb here. You've had plenty of men throw money at you, throw all kind of stuff, and you've had all that, and you still ain't happy.
You're right.
Stability meaning what?
Um, I just need a man who's consistently himself, not just like, so my past two relationships is like they go hard and then no, once they got me, they fall off.
Of course.
So I just need a man to be consistent. I'm
Well, why do you
consistent
think? Why do you think that is?
because they look at me through Instagram and they think this one thing like, oh, IG model, but what they do not know is that I'm corporate and I'm very humble. So once they find out like, oh, this girl is really just an everyday girl,
It's
they
usually
like,
because of the kid.
oh no, he had 4 kids.
That don't matter with us.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me back up. You're a whole mess. And see, I'm letting this play because you've been honest. But ma'am, look, women with pretty privilege, I have really little to no sympathy for women like that because you have more opportunities than most women and you mismanage them.
You're
I
right.
mean, could you date an average black man making $40,000 a year?
Um,
Honestly, come on,
honestly,
man.
no, I expect a man to make as much as I do or more.
What is and how much and what range are we talking about?
6 figures.
That can go from 100,000 to 900.
Over he has to make at least over 140,000. I know, but that's what I'm bringing to the table. I'm only
I don't give
asking
us.
what I bring to the table.
Yeah, but what you bring to the table is old and used. I mean, due respect. I mean, I talk. Look, what you bring to the table is two 14-year-olds and a bunch of hard miles.
Mhm. What
If we
I thought,
take your money away, is what you bring to the table.
what basically what I've been coming up with this past year is I make good money and I started my own business.
We don't
Can
care
I
about that shit.
yeah, can I meet a man who make less than I do, but who is loyal, who can give me everything I want, but he makes less than me? I'm
Let me tell
willing
you
to.
something. The men that you need make less than you, and you probably need to deal with one of them because they can give you something that you lack. humility.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's solid. I think of my friend in Philadelphia, and he's the kind of man you would actually need, but you would bypass him because he didn't go to college. He's probably smarter than most of the guys that you know.
Oh no,
See, the
I'll take.
problem,
Yep. Yeah.
but they don't. But if they don't make that kind of money, see, you're in a trick bag.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 kids early on, and your standard is extremely high. You've had men with money and rappers and all this other kind of stuff, but the problem is, do you really bring that kind of value? Because if you did, you should be able to maintain. You can acquire men left and right, but can you keep a quality man?
No, you know why? Because when I had a quality man, I was like, oh my God, this guy is so boring. He want me in at a certain time. He doesn't want me at a guy's VIP. So I was like, you know what? It's over. But guess what? If I can go back and take that man back, I'll take him back. He was right. I
How
should.
long ago was this?
This was 3 years ago. I shouldn't be in no man's VIP. There's
Nope.
things I shouldn't wear. So I'll take him back if I
But
could.
but did you really not know that?
I didn't want to hear it. I wanted to do me.
Well, this is why I don't mind this being punitive, because I think women who do what you do have a price to pay. Because you had a suitable man and you did not want to get on his page. I mean, it's not like he was asking you to do anything other than be what you said you want a man to be.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got to ask you something. You own your own business, right?
Yes.
But do you work for yourself, or do you have a job as well?
I have both.
What's the larger percentage of your income, your job or your business?
My corporate job.
All right. If you were involved in an accident where your face was disfigured, and unfortunately the company you work for downsized and they outsourced you,
Mm-hmm.
who would you be?
I will be a trust fund baby, unfortunately.
Well, at least you know. Well, so what you are is an executive wife,
Okay.
and I'm shout out to Ashley. Shout out to my homegirl Ashley Smashley. I mean, I went to Houston to talk about pretty professional problems, and I've come up with this term, executive wife. Women like you fit into this category of executive wife, meaning you're gonna have to make a deal with a quote unquote high value man. Um, and just like a CEO has an executive assistant, y'all will have a marriage of practicality, and eventually love may come down the line, but it starts with respect, duty. Because he'd be buying taking a pretty woman and taking on your kids, and you get your higher value guy, but it ain't gonna be romantic. It's gonna be practical, because the other groups of men cannot even come close to your lifestyle expectations. And your husband is likely gonna be in his late 40s, 50s, maybe even early 60s.
I'll take that.
That's why I said executive. This is why matchmakers make sense, and maybe if you're being honest, you can honestly sit down and hammer out a deal with somebody at this age now, because you recognize that trying to just get out here and do it the old-fashioned way is bullshit. So this has been a good back and forth. Thank you for being honest.
Thank
But I
you.
think when you told the truth about getting out there, and I think some women needed to hear that. So young ladies, recognize beauty ends. Beauty ends. Peace out.
Okay, bye.